Hello and welcome to Motorcycle Ways. I'm here in the shed with my Honda CB 500X and I'm just taking a look at the exhaust and I'm not happy with the paintwork on it. It's starting to peel off and starting to form a rust, so I need to do something with it. So let's take a look and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So here's the exhaust, and if you look down here you can see the rust starting to form all around here. So that's not a good look. It's just, it seems to be around that patch mostly, yeah, an odd spot here and there, but there seems to be the worst. So I'm going to see what I can do with that. I'm going to take off the exhaust and clean it down, and I've got a heat resistant spray paint that I'm going to put a couple of coats on it and we'll see how that pans out. I'm by no means an expert at any sort of a paint job, but I'm going to have a go at it and see if I can tidy it up, and we'll see how that turns out. So let's get started. So to remove the exhaust on the Honda CB 500X, we don't have to take the whole exhaust system off from the front. We just need to, there's a clamp here. You can see the bolt there. So I'll just undo that bolt. And then we have a bracket here holding it on. Undo that and we should be able to slide the exhaust off, and then we can take it to the bench and we can take off this chrome cover here, this heat shield, and then we'll get a better look at it and see where we go from there. So I'm going to start by undoing this bolt here. That's a clamp that's holding on the exhaust onto the front pipe. I'm just going to clean them down with a wire brush. And use a bit of WD-40 on them. That's 12mm socket. Now we've got another bolt here on a clamp just beside the foot peg, the rear foot peg. I'll clean him down and put a bit of WD-40 on him. So that's also 12mm as well. That's undone there now. So now we'll have to loosen our two foot peg bolts here that's bolted onto the frame as well. Or will we? We might be able to get out the bolt. Now I'm just going to break the lock off them two and make it easier. So what size are they? I'll try an 8 Allen key and see. Yep. So just by loosening them, then we can take that bolt out. And just be careful, there's a spacer there, just inside. That'll fall down. Put that away carefully. So I'm just going to take these out here because it'll be out of the way, make it just give me a bit more room to maneuver. There we have it. So now I'm going to see if I can prise my exhaust loose. Oh, it's loose, but will it come off? It should slide off now. There we have it. So now we'll take it to the bench and get a proper look at it. So I'm just going to undo this bolt here and remove the heat shield, and I'll be able to get a better look at the exhaust. That's just a 5mm Allen key holding on that. And I presume it's held on some brackets inside that it should slide off, I believe. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, you just have two brackets here, rubber pieces that it slides into. You can see them there at the back. So they slide in on that, and then there's three actually, another one there. So then you just have the bolt holding it in place. I'll take that out of the way, and we can get a better look at the exhaust. So you can see the rust there I'm talking about. It's all around there and there. So I'm going to clean that down, the wire brush. I may put the wire brush onto the drill and clean it down that way. And it'll probably take a couple of coats of paint, so I'll put one light coat on it first, and I'll dry and give it another coat, and we'll see then what it comes out like. Clean up the bit of chrome there as well on the end of it. Tidy it up. So we'll start with the wire brush, clean it down. So now I've done a pretty extensive clean on it there, taken the rust off it. I cleaned it down as best I could anyways. So it's came up alright. And I'm just going to have to clean it down now with some, I'm going to use a bit of brake cleaner, take any dust and grease off it before I spray paint it. And I want to clean the chrome here first as well. And the same with the heat shield. There's a lot of tar and stuff stuck to it, so I want to clean that off and clean it up before I put it back on. And then I'll try a bit of spray paint. So now I'm ready for a bit of spray paint. So I just have a dust sheet here that I'm going to put down on the table, and something like this is handy for when you're spraying, because you can use a sheet or something like that, but you'll always get dust off a sheet, and when you're spraying you want to keep the dust to a minimum. So this is ideal. You can buy these relatively cheap, and you keep the dust down and keep everything clean for you. So what I'm using here is it's from Halford's, high temperature black paint, resists temperatures up to 600 degrees Celsius and provides a durable matte finish. So I'm going to go with that and see what happens. So now I'm going to leave it at that for now. That's one coat on it. Let it dry, and I'll come back and give it a second coat, and we'll see how it's looking. I do have some heat on here, my storage heater. That keeps bring up the temperature here in the shed, so it's not too damp and will help dry it out. So we'll be back later for a second coat. So now we're back again, and we're giving it a chance to dry out. It's dry. See how that coat came out. It doesn't look too bad. Yeah, happy enough with that. So I'm just going to put another coat on it now and let it dry, and then we'll see if it's okay. If it's good enough, we'll put it back on then. Okay, so here we are, another day at the exhaust, and let's see how it turned out. It's all dried anyways, and it's not looking too bad actually. There we have it. That's where most of the rust was, around that area there. And it's all rusted there, so it's cleaned up fairly well. And it's the back of it. So yeah, it came out all right. I'm happy enough with that. It's okay. It's by no means a professional job or anything, but it's good enough. So before I put it back on the bike, I'm just going to undo the tape here I've put over the chrome at the end piece and see how that's looking. Hard to know where this tape starts and ends. So it's almost off now. It's just little bits and pieces around the edge there that's clinging on. Small bit there on the edge left. I think that's it. So yeah, I'm happy enough with that. So now I'm going to start by putting on these rubber grommets again that hold the heat shield in place. There's 3 of them. Let's sit in there to them tabs. And then your heat shield goes on this way. And it slides into them rubber tabs. That's what holds it in place. If I can line them up. Yeah, I think we're good there, so we can get our bolt on. That helps it. Yeah, just tighten up our bolt now. That's the heat shield. So now we're ready to mount our exhaust back on the bike. So now this is our clamp. I've cleaned him down, taken the rust off him. Didn't come out too bad. So I'm going to put him back in place. He goes on that way, I believe. Yep, he sits in there like that. Now we can get our exhaust back in place. should slide in, hopefully. And we get them in line here with this. Move that up. Get them in line here with this top bolt. We should be in far enough, and we'll put back on our foot peg here. First of all, get that lined up. The Allen key. Leave him on loosely yet. Then we have our spacer that fits down in here. Mustn't forget him. That sits between the exhaust bracket and the carrier. There he goes. Doesn't want to go on. Now that's everything lined up there. Just need to tighten everything up now. So I'm going to start by tightening the foot peg bolts up here. And then with the 12mm down here. And then bolt in for a clamp here. We can tighten him in, that's a 12mm also. Tighten him in with spar. That's him tight. So now, that's it all back together. So there it is, our finished product. It's looking better than it was. You can see even our heat shield, by taking the tar off it and cleaning it up, makes a big difference. And around this area here was probably the worst with the rust, so that's not looking too bad now. It's cleaned up nicely. And a big improvement, I think, for a simple enough job, something you can do at home quite easily. It's easy enough to remove the exhaust and clean it down, and just get a spray can and do that. Now, how long is it going to last? Is it good paint or not? Well, time will tell. We'll see how it goes, keep it monitored. But if not, I'll have to do it again and maybe get a different paint, and if that doesn't work out. But I'm hoping it will last anyways, and we'll see how it goes. So that's it for this one. So if you have any questions on that, or would like to leave a comment, please do. I would love to hear from you and what your thoughts are. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.